Hello everyone, it's Lana from Sage and Sound with a video on how to cope if you're part of a separated family at Christmas. Now this is something that I have a few clients going through this year, so I've made this short video on my top 3 tips for coping at Christmas if you're part of a separated family. So the first tip is that you need to expect to feel crappy on the day. Don't hope that you'll be okay. For a lot of people, particularly the first few years that they're separated, Christmas and other special times are going to be part of their grieving process, that their life looking one way has come to an end and their life has a new direction now. So knowing this, it's quite likely you will feel not great, and you just need to plan to manage that. The top 3 things that help people manage are socializing. So for some people, surrounding themselves with other friends and other family is what's most helpful for them. Different people might choose to engage in volunteering and using their time to help other people that are less fortunate than them. And a third option is to use the time for a bit of self-reflection or self-care. So there's no right or wrong way to do, say, Christmas if you're not spending it with your kids. But what you want to think about is which one of those ideas is going to best suit me, considering that I won't feel good. So for some people, they just want to be alone at those times. For other people, getting out and being around other people is what's actually going to help them. So that's the first tip, plan to feel bad. The second tip is to have a think about how else you want to create special days for your kids that nobody can take away from you. So there's a couple of different ways to think about how you do this. You can pick particular days, so something like Mother's Day or Father's Day, for example, something where you can negotiate that you always get to have your kids, and that'll allow you to maybe make that your big celebration day and to put a lot of effort and focus into it. And a different kind of option to consider is that when you do your Christmas presents for your kids, make them experience presents, so that if you can't actually spend Christmas Day with them, the Christmas present that you give them can be something else that they'll find equally memorable. And the great thing about this is that if money is tight, you just pick an experience that doesn't cost a lot. So, big ticket experiences are things like taking your kids to the theme park for a day. A mid-range kind of experience will be something like going to the drive-in movies. It's a really novel experience. Kids get to stay up late, but it's not super expensive. You can bring all your own food. And if money's super tight, your budget options can be things like, kids pick the menu for the day, or we do overnight camping in our backyard, something where you really don't need much at all, but it's a really different experience from what you do day to day. And that way you're creating other great experience bonding moments with your kids, even if you're not seeing them every holiday period. And the last thing to think about in terms of coping at Christmas time if you're separated is to really, really focus on praising yourself and reflecting on how you are doing the right thing. So if you don't have your kids around you on a special day, that means you are being a good person, you're living by your values, you're doing what's best for your kids in giving the other parent fair access to the children, and that is something that is worthy of being proud of. So you really want to take that time to notice how you are able to give that gift to your kids and to your ex, and that is a really good thing. You're a good person for having done that, and that can kind of help make the decision sit a little easier. It's never going to be easy. It's a very emotional thing. But if your alternative is, I'm going to be a horrible person and try and block that, then most people would think, no, I do want to be the better person. I do want to give that better experience to my kids. So that's my top 3 tips for coping if you're part of a separated family this Christmas. I hope that it was helpful for you if you're in that position. And I really hope that you have a day that runs as smoothly and easily as possible. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.